Hey guys, I've never done one of these before, one of those vlog things. But you know, there's a lot of stuff going on, and why not do something different, right? I could just write about it, whatever, tweet about it, whatever. This is a little different. I haven't been putting as much stuff up on the YouTube channel, so why not, right? And there's some stuff going on that I'm really, really excited about. So why not share here, right? It's like we're hanging out. So anyway, couple things. First of all, it's been a year since the last Metroid Metal song. Well, coming up, it'll be the 1-year anniversary since the last song was put up, which is something to celebrate, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, the last year has been really busy for music. I'd say it's probably been the busiest year to date. Well, as of year, this time last year to this time this year. Busiest year I've had in music in a long, long time. It's been great. Not as much of it's been Metroid Metal stuff because I did other things. Last year I tackled the my favorite soundtrack of all time, which is Marble Madness, which was a lot of fun. Taught me a lot about collaboration. I've been collaborating with Dan Taylor, Mr. Chunk Style, best bass player ever, for like a long, long time. We go way back, too far back, and it's always been awesome with him. But we understand each other really, really well. Like, we're not strangers to each other's styles and stuff. And, you know, we always told people that we never know what we're going to get from each other, but it's always what we want. Interesting. So the Marble Madness project was a chance to open up to playing with people I've never played music with before, and it was cool because they're all so amazing at what they do, and every song on that soundtrack is so very different, and all their styles are different, and it all worked. It all worked really well, and it made me happy. It was a milestone. So the rest of the year was kind of like this weird fit of collaborations. Like I look at my list of songs on this discography page I made recently, and it's just like, hey, look, it's all collab stuff, which has been great. It's been a lot of fun. So this year, while there's still a lot of collab stuff going, there's probably like 6 tracks that I've finished that haven't gone up yet because they're a part of other projects or whatever. I want to try something a little different. But yeah, first off, Metroid Metal stuff, there is a new song that's basically done. And you're going to hear it soon. But you might hear it in a different way than you're expecting. Just to note, the 10-year anniversary of Metroid Metal's coming up, which is freaking crazy. Haven't been putting songs out as recently, or with as much frequency over the last few years, but yeah, it's been 10 years since I put the first song up, forever ago, and you know, several years since the band formed, which is nuts. And we have something planned for that. I'm not going to go into too many details because I'm not quite sure on timing. We're trying to nail the date, and we may do it, we may not, but there's something coming for the anniversary. Why not, right? Something celebratory, nothing nuts, just a way to be like. Just a way to, like, you know, for all the guys in the band, kind of high-five each other, because it's been a cool ride. It's been fun. So that's coming. More on that as it develops. But the main thing I want to tell you about, other than that, on my own stuff, is okay, so last year of the collab, year of the Marble Madness. This year, I want to do something a little different, and I want to tackle. Last year was my favorite game soundtrack of all time. This year, I want to do an arrangement EP of the music from my favorite movie ever, or my favorite movie soundtrack ever, which is Tron. Some of you guys who are closer to my age may be interested in such things. Some people probably haven't seen the old Tron. I'm not talking about Legacy. We're talking about Wendy Carlos. We're talking about 82. Talking about that weird sort of transition from analog to digital and the way in synthesizers, and that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tackle Tron, because Tron is my favorite. Might be my favorite movie. Tron is my favorite thing. It's crazy how attached I am to that flick. It's stupid, and it's like that for a lot of people, I think. But, you know, it's like when we were little, my brother and I used to find like old dowel rods and like, or broomsticks or whatever my mom had laying around, and we would hold on to them and like roller skate around the driveway practicing our 90-degree turns. You know, we would throw frisbees at each other violently. You know, I don't know if it had as much of an impression on my brother or my friends when we played like that. Maybe I was just telling them to do it. I don't know. But Tron was a big part of my youth. You know, originally recorded it on TV. I memorized it with commercial breaks, which is weird because now when I see it, I still expect the commercial breaks to be there. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. You know, got like the clamshell, later. Hold on, don't go anywhere. Yeah, got this baby later on. You guys might not know of these items. It's pretty sexy, right? Good old Tron VHS. End of line. I want those conscripts. Yeah. So, whatever. Sorry. Big fan. And yeah, Wendy Carlos soundtrack, amazing. She also did The Shining. Walter. And like, it's a great example of a flick that, you know, the soundtrack. It's traditional now, but it was the first soundtrack where I realized how they were taking the same maybe 5 or 6 themes and just reincorporating them throughout, like constantly the entire time. So, it had a big impression on me when I was little, even though I didn't know why. Now I have a greater appreciation musically for why it's so great. But at the time, it just, like, I can't hear the soundtrack without feeling like I did when I was little. And that's why it's so important. That's why it's so great. It's an odd soundtrack. It's really atonal and strange, which I guess Marble Madness actually is too. But this is different. This is like, and you're dealing with some orchestral pieces, and there are probably 5 or 6 main themes in the soundtrack, which is the crux of this project. It's going to be 5 or 6 tracks, 6, 7 tracks. Kind of taking the best parts of the soundtrack where those melodies are used and trying to fuse them together into songs of some kind. So that's the plan. And so I'm really pumped. If you guys like Tron, then hopefully you dig. If you don't know Tron, hopefully you'll dig it on you know, whatever musical merits it may have, and you know, similar to people who didn't know the Marble Madness stuff. So I'm super pumped. And different than last year, I'm not collabing with anybody on this stuff. I'm just going to do it on my own, so that way I have full control, because I love control. Yeah, so that's happening. And I also got a new toy. So I was thinking about this. You know, the soundtrack has all kinds of, it's all about the soundscape, you know? It's all about that world. Like, I wanted to step out onto that world when I was little. I wanted to be on the grid, you know. I wanted to hang out. I wanted to slide down those mountains, you know. And so the feeling that it creates, based on the sounds that were used in the movie, I feel is important too. So I wanted to do more than just use guitar, because I've always done guitar, and I can make guitar make some funny noises, but I can't do everything that I want to do. So I bought a toy. Here's my toy. It's because I can't play piano. I don't know how to play. I had a PSR 400 when I was little, but I don't know how. All I knew how to play was Right Now by Van Halen and, like, you know, Right Here Waiting for You and Beverly Hills Cop, and it ended there. And I still only know how to play that on piano. But this is what I bought. I bought a MIDI guitar. I bought this device. It's a MIDI trigger instrument. It's called the U-Rock guitar. I'm kind of pumped about it. Because it allows me to play stuff with MIDI instruments that I wouldn't be able to otherwise, because I don't know how to play piano. So this lets me be a little more creative, and it's kind of neat. And I decided to give you guys a sample of what you can do with the MIDI rock guitar. Tron, 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 Tron. Yeah. Tron, 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 Tron. Right? So it's got tap mode, and you can play individual chords. Tron, 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 Tron. So I'm really. Tron, 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 Tron. Stupid. But it's neat, and it's got like a whammy bar that you can assign to different things. It's got extra buttons. It's got a joystick. It's kind of weird. It doesn't actually have strings. It has like these nylon strings that are sort of run down the fretboard and then sealed almost like saran wrap. So like these aren't really strings, so you can't bend them. But you can't bend a piano key either unless you have a expression wheel, which is what this is. So, yeah.
Tron.
Yeah, anyway. So I got this, and that should make for some interesting sounds and some different instrumentation for this, which is kind of cool. So that's happening. The artwork is from a guy, you probably have seen his artwork before, but when I talked to him about it, it turns out Tron is his favorite movie too, which is amazing. And he specializes in kind of the he's got some retro futurist tendencies, you know. He's a Sid Mead fan, and he's all about like landscapes and futurescapes and stuff, and so it should be really cool. So I'm shooting for like June. I'm just gonna put that out there. June. It's gonna come out in June. June. I'm 3 tracks in so far. It's probably gonna be 6 or 7 tracks, so it's coming along. So that's happening. Other stuff's happening. A lot of collaboration stuff, like I said, some solo stuff, all probably going to come out around the same time because I've probably been busier than I've ever been. But yeah, I've been able to put a lot of stuff out. This I'll be able to put out as soon as I'm done with it. It's just kind of the opposite of last year. Last year was working with everybody always. This year I want to do something where I can completely focus, do stuff on my own time, and put it out when I want. So that's it, pretty much. I don't really know what the goal of this was other than to just talk about it, which I'm stoked about. And there's some big shit happening with Metroid Metal here in the next, I guess, 2 months. Which is crazy too. So stuff's happening. And I want to take a moment and thank anyone who's watching this. You've made it this far. That means you're interested in something that I'm working on. And that is what drives me to make more stuff. I would probably still be making music because I can't help it. Nobody can who does this. But I'm trying to work hard, and it pushes me to do stuff with more frequency if there are people that appreciate it and people who are listening and taking an active interest in it, even if it's something that they end up not liking. At least they're listening to it, and that's really special and fantastic. And so I appreciate the attention, and I'll put stuff out as often as I'm able. But there is a wealth of stuff coming this year, first half this year, some Metroid related and some not. And yeah, thanks for watching and letting me show you my MIDI guitar. And maybe I'll put up a sample of some of the stuff I'm able to do with that soon. Right now, all I know how to play on guitar is Ben Folds 5 Brick. So I've just been playing that over and over again on my piano sampler. It's a sad song. I need to figure out something else to do. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you soon. Bye. Tron. If you ever wanted to ruin a word, that's a good way to do it.